Hey everybody, welcome to the iProv vlog. I'm Jordan Smith, VP of Sales and Marketing with iProv, and as always, I've got my talented, looks like you got another co-host back behind you there, Pat. Who's that?
Oh yeah, I've got tiny ones all around me. That's my That's my youngest daughter. She's in the middle of a bellyache right now. So
she is not happy right now, then, huh?
No, she's not a happy camper. So that's okay. You can't be happy all the time.
Well, hey, I want to talk about something else that you don't get all the time, which is a yes from everyone that you talk to. So Pat and I are in an accelerator program here in Little Rock, and they've said something that I've heard a lot before, but for some reason, especially this time of year and everything that's going on right now, kind of stuck out to me than the other probably 20 times I've heard it throughout my career. Which is fast no's mean more yeses.
Absolutely. One of the coaches in the accelerator told us, the fastest way to double your income is to spend twice as much time with people that can spend money with you, and spend half the time with people who can't. Loved that. And really that just goes back to that. You've got to get fast no's in order to get more yeses. Jordan, you spent your entire career in sales. Sometimes those no's are hard to get and hard to believe, especially if you're stubborn like we are.
Mm-hmm. But the point too was really good about making sure that I can't tell you how many meetings everybody that's been watching this said, like, I don't know why I'm meeting with them, they're not going to do anything with me. So it was a good point of and taking the no and being okay with it too. Knowing that, especially right now, we know that dollars are very, very precious. But if we're honest with ourselves as business owners, there's always an excuse to say that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Now's no different. So, be really deliberate about the people that you're talking to or trying to talk to, is what I took from it. Also making sure that we are still doing everything with the end goal in mind, right? And yeah, that end goal has a dollar amount attached to it, but there's also a vision that we've spent a lot of time thinking about and planning on as far as where we want to get as an organization. And that doesn't mean taking every dollar that's offered to us for a project or for, a potential opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, not every dollar is a good dollar. And not all revenue is good revenue.
Yeah.
And my biggest takeaway was, for me personally, I need to be more direct about asking, is this even a reality, way earlier in the conversation? Because it's real easy to have a meeting with somebody and feel like they like you. And then you'll have another meeting and maybe another meeting. And before you know it, you've had 5 or 6 meetings, none of which made you money. And they still tell you no. And honestly, I'd rather them just tell me no that first 5 minutes. I'll still like you just as much, but I'll go spend time with somebody that does want to pay me for what we do.
I mean, absolutely. And so many people that are in kind of the sales realm, they are so scared of, they don't want to upset any process. And it's no, all you're doing is finding out. And people like that honesty. We get to the no quick. We always say get to the no, whether it's N-O or K-N-O-W. Figure out if it's a possibility or figure out if it's not, because not is okay. Another little sales thing is the more opportunities you actually have to tell somebody no, especially a prospect, the more they're going to want to buy from you too. So be okay with walking away and saying, you know what, I'm not sure if this is a really good deal for us. I know that we're still in the middle of a pandemic and everything else is going on in the world, but focus on the folks that you want to focus on.
Well, and the other thing I think that's important too is that salespeople, and I'm in that boat too, they want people to like them. It's just the way that we're wired, and sort of when somebody tells you no, although, once you've experienced it enough, the rejection is not nearly as terrifying as it is on the first time you get it. But nobody wants that quickly, it's still like devastating. But the faster you get somebody to say no, it doesn't mean that they don't like you. It just means that you're not the right guy for them, or the right person for them. And it has nothing to do with your personal worth or who you are as a human. And I think that's important to be reminded about too, is just because you didn't close this one doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means this wasn't a fit.
Yeah, or the timing's not right. I mean, every kind of veteran salesperson out there knows the difference between a no and a not right now. Don't be scared to dig and prod and get those not right nows. We've talked about how busy everybody is. Even though it seems like remote work would take some of that off, it's you're jumping from call to call to call to call. Be okay with digging in and getting that no as quick as possible. And you know what? Sometimes it's a weight off your shoulder. Oh, good. If I am the type of salesperson that likes to build relationships and culture that, cool. We've got the hard stuff out of the way. Now let me get to know you as a person. Maybe down the road that thing will happen. So I thought that was a really good lesson, which is fast no's equals more yeses. So get to the no, and get to the no as quick as possible.
Good point, Joe.
All right. Thanks, Pat. Until next time. Peace, peeps.
See you, Joe.